Have you ever stopped to think about what's going on inside your own cells, like right now? It's this incredible, organized chaos, a secret universe of activity. Well, today, we're going to pull out the map and explore its hidden highways.
No, I'm serious. Just think about it. What if your body came with its own GPS? A system that could literally show you every single route, every traffic jam, and every destination for all the tiny molecules working to keep you alive. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it turns out biologists have actually been building one, so let's dive in. Okay, so before we can really get our heads around this biological GPS, we have to talk about the roads themselves. And trust me, our bodies are just jam-packed with them.
I want you to picture a city that never, ever sleeps. You've got millions of little workers constantly building things, tearing them down, and shipping materials all over the place. Now, if there weren't any roads or traffic rules, it would be total, complete chaos, right? Well, that's pretty much what's happening inside every single one of your cells. And those roads, we call them pathways. And here's the key thing to remember. A metabolic pathway isn't just one random chemical reaction happening in the dark. Nope, it's a super organized, step-by-step process. Think of it like a biological assembly line. You start with a raw material and it gets passed along, transformed piece by piece by these highly specialized workers, which we call enzymes, until boom, you get a final, useful product at the very end. Let's make this real with his super simple example. You eat something, right? The sugar, or glucose, from that food gets into your cells. Now, it doesn't just poof into energy. That's not how it works. Instead, it gets on a very specific pathway. It's transformed by enzymes into a new molecule called pyruvate. And that whole process keeps going, releasing the energy your body needs to do, well, everything. It's an incredibly efficient little biological highway. Okay, but here's where it gets kind of crazy. We're not just talking about one or two roads here. We're talking about a network that's more like a whole continent's worth of interconnected highways, all buzzing with traffic at the exact same time. The scale of it all? It's just staggering. And this is where the real challenge comes in. See, each of our 20,000 plus genes holds the blueprint for one of those specific enzyme workers. So a gene is basically a signpost telling the cell, hey, build this worker right here, which in turn directs the traffic down a particular pathway. With so many genes, so many signposts, trying to map all that by hand, forget about it. It would be an absolute nightmare. So you've got thousands upon thousands of these pathways, all crisscrossing and overlapping. How in the world could anyone make sense of that? You can't just look at one road in isolation. You need the whole atlas.
And that's exactly what scientists did. Faced with this mountain of overwhelming data, they decided to build it. They created a master map, a comprehensive atlas for all of life's biochemistry.
It's called KEGG. That stands for the Kyoto Encyclopedia of Genes and Genomes. The easiest way to think about it is like a giant digital library. Scientists have spent decades painstakingly collecting and organizing all this research on genes, proteins, and reactions, and they've put it all into one single interconnected system of maps.
Honestly, the Google Maps analogy is perfect. If a biologist wants to know the best route from molecule A to molecule D, or they want to see all the possible side roads and intersections along the way, they just look it up in KEGG. It's become an absolutely essential tool for biology today.
All right, so we've got this incredible atlas. That's great, but how do scientists actually use it to find something important, like, say, the root cause of a disease? How do you read this map to find the hidden clues?
Well, the technique they use is called pathway analysis. And what they do is, essentially, they take a snapshot of all the biochemical activity happening inside a patient's cells. Then, they lay that snapshot right on top of the map from a healthy cell. They're basically playing a game of spot the difference. They're looking for which roads have way more traffic than usual and which ones are totally blocked off.
This is the perfect way to visualize it. On one side, you've got your healthy cell. Traffic is flowing smoothly from point A to B to C, no problem. But then you look at the diseased cell, and there it is, a complete blockage, a biological traffic jam. Now, this jam can cause a big pileup of one substance, or maybe a shortage of something important further down the road. Either way, the cell starts to malfunction, and that can lead to disease. Pathway analysis is what lets us pinpoint the exact location of that jam.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together. We have these amazing, super detailed maps, and we have a way to read them and spot problems. So, what does it all mean? Why does this matter so much for our health and for the future of medicine?
The impact is, well, it's enormous.
It's totally changing the game in everything from discovering new drugs to diagnosing diseases. Once you can find those traffic jams, you can start designing drugs that are built specifically to clear them up. And the idea of personalized medicine, tailoring a treatment to a person's unique biological roadmap, that's not just a dream anymore. It's really happening, and it's growing every single day.
And this isn't just theory, okay? These are real-world applications that are happening right now. Take cancer research, for example. Scientists can see exactly which pathways a cancer cell has hijacked to grow like crazy, and then they can design a drug that specifically shuts down that pathway. Or with Alzheimer's, they're mapping out the exact metabolic breakdowns that lead to the disease, hoping to find ways to step in much, much earlier. They're even using this stuff to engineer microbes to create biofuels. It really is all about turning that map into a game-winning strategy.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. We've figured out how to take what was once just a giant, overwhelming sea of abstract data and turn it into clear, actionable maps. Maps that can lead us directly to life-saving insights.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, we've only just started to explore these incredibly intricate biological landscapes. What other secrets are hiding in there? What new cures are just waiting to be discovered, if only we can find the right path on the map?